Hello there. Did not have much time over the weekend, but I had some time tonight to look into Tower of Deception, and I ended up with this team. I'll go into alternatives and what choices could have been made differently and why I had to make these ones after the run. I actually managed to pull it off again, because it is extremely close, but it works. So Eliza first, to pummel these clerics and try to take them out as quick as possible. And as soon as she kills that first one, it's fairly comfortable. Get a nice chunk of damage off of that cleric, and we wait until that cleric attacks Wrath to drop in our ranged damage unit. Drop in our Idril top left. Recall our Eliza, and fast forward. As soon as Wrath is done with those units at the bottom, recall him. Drop in your tank. Drop in the healer. Pop Sargak. Pop Idril to clear up the clerics at the top. Here we're going to drop in our Eliza to help with the top cleric on the right here.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Clerics on the right. Once they're both dead, recall Eliza. I should have kept her for that one. That's okay. Drop in our Wrath here. Put him towards Olague, so if we ever get a little bit swarmed, we get by the right side. We do have some assistance. Pop Sargak ultimate to kill these guys very quickly. We're not popping the Idril ult. We'll save that for later because we will need it. Here we are going to drop that Eliza at the top. Actually, we're going to wait a little bit. Right about now. I really hate this game. It's fine, we should be able to do without. Drop an invisible unit, unit still gets hit. Classic Watcher of Realms. And we're gonna pop Olague ultimate to get a little bit more damage out of Idril. Okay, now pop Idril ultimate. Recall Sargak, he's not doing anything at this point. Okay, we had to place our Eliza a little bit differently, but this should still work out. We're gonna recall our Wrath. This might be a little bit tight.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Okay, ideally here, right, this Eliza that we placed here that just got instantly killed, just drop her on the bottom right when they start coming in, and do not recall her earlier, before you kill that second cleric. Without those two mistakes, it would have worked a lot smoother. As is, sadly, I messed up the run, but that's on me. It'll still work out, it's just it would have been a lot smoother without those mistakes. Drop in a Wood Elf to help Olague a bit. And as soon as we can, we replace our Sargak to get started on those two clerics. And we have 3 more units coming up, which we could place as needed. That is unfortunate. I should have popped Elowyn's ultimate. We're going to drop in a Wrath here to try to absorb some of the damage. Drop an Idril up top to help with the damage. Drop an Eliza to the left to once more help with the damage. And at which point they're basically surrounded and just get slaughtered. And that was with the 2 mistakes that I mentioned. So this is quite reasonable. I'm not sure exactly how doable this is with the Silas, but if you remove the Idril handicap and you use an actual damage dealer on the left side, I'm pretty sure that virtually any piercer that's skilled would work at this point. Like, well, sorry, let me rephrase that. Any decent piercer would work. Razak would probably work. Maybe a skilled Kai would work. Maybe. Silas would probably work for the right side, but I've said that already. I don't really have many of the other piercers. Yovar would probably work for the left side. Who am I forgetting here? Probably a bunch of piercers I'm forgetting. Nope, that's storage. That doesn't help us. Piercers. Probably Calypso. Yuri would definitely work. Alora instead of Kineza would probably work as well. Eliza would probably work as well. There are plenty of piercer options that if you do have them, you can make this a much smoother run. That being said, this is the run that I had, so here we are. Hero-wise, we have Eliza, an Infernal Roar, Wicked Vengeance, and a Spirit Siphon. Sargak is running Infernal Roar, Wicked Vengeance, and a Shadow Gaze. Idril is running Infernal Roar, Warlord, and an Idril's Gaze. Wrath is running Soulbound Arcana, Warlord, and a Flaming Pauldrons. His gear does have HP subs, so he doesn't die as easily. Olague is running an kind of subpar Unshaken Will set with a Astral Guardian. And as artifact, he's running North's Will, because we never really need the block. And Elowyn is running Morale and Light's Grace? Yes. With a Golden Scarab. I don't think the Morale is genuinely necessary, but it does help. So yeah, that's Hidden 4. As I get more time to continue tryharding this with self-imposed handicaps, I will continue to release videos. I just don't necessarily have a massive amount of time to actually be able to release these consistently. But here we are. In any case, I hope this does help at least a few people, so cheers. You have a nice one.